Welcome back, guys. John Bradford here. Today I want to take you guys out on a ride. We're going to get out and do my first official vlog for the channel. I'm going to take you guys out. We're going to do some photos, talk about the A7 a little bit. Just kind of want to bring you guys with me, show you what I like to do when I go out for a photo walk, and kind of go from there, see what we can come up with and have some fun. Just figured I'd invite you guys along today. Let's go. We're heading down to the trail. We're heading down the trail to the river. I still hadn't quite figured out how to talk yet. It's one of those things you just learn one of those days, and sometimes you're good at it, sometimes you're not. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying, man? Know what I mean? At least down here we're kind of out of the wind a little more. Another thing I'm liking with the Sony so far is I'm shooting with the basic 28-70 OSS lens right at the moment, and it's not too bad. It's pretty inexpensive. I bought it used on KEH. I'm pretty happy with it. Stabilization seems nice, especially since the A7 has no in-body stabilization, and the image quality is not too bad either for being like a kit lens, more or less. Not too bad. Alright guys, so I got the handy cam out because I did find a shot I like. I got the cheap MD filter set up that I'm trying out right there with the 2870 on the A7. And checking out the dam with that and the sun down on it. Ought to be kind of cool. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Just checking out that shot. I'm gonna try a long exposure. Regular exposure looked pretty cool too, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. So I'm a little bit concerned about this. A little marshy. And also last time my wife and I were down here, we saw some huge alligator snapping turtles. And they were just like going after each other. And if you've ever seen huge alligator snapping turtles, that's freaking scary. Oh, this is muddy. I'm gonna be mad at myself if I get this all in my new car. Or, well, I guess it's not that new anymore, but still. Gotta baby those things, right? So one thing I'm really enjoying with the A7, which I guess would hold true for mirrorless systems in general, is the EVF is freaking sweet. So I can put this ND filter on here, stop down to 32, and pretty much nail my exposure looking through the viewfinder. Now I'm not saying knowing the math and everything doesn't help, because it definitely does, understanding stops and everything. But it is nice getting that little extra reassurance. You save a little time. You don't have to waste time clearing out bad shots that you goofed up because your exposure is all wrong. Oh man, these sticks are tall. I've not been out here when it's this grown up before like this. I'm like pretty much 6 foot even, and these branches are taller than me. Well, let's find the next shot. Alright guys, so that just was not going to work out. Got back up on top to where I was exposed to the wind against, and the wind's out of the north today, like real hard. Got back up on top and I tried one long exposure with this stabilized lens and everything, and it came out blurry. Yeah, it's just way too windy for anything on this side of the lake, so I guess we might head home, do some edits, see what we got, go from there. I mean, wasn't too bad of a day. I mean, I guess that's where the patience part of photography comes into play. You just have a great idea, and sometimes the weather just is not in your favor, so work with what you can do and try to get your idea as best as you can with the weather being real crappy. And if it doesn't work out, just do what you can do and try it again on another day where the weather's better, I guess. So let's head home, see what we got. So guys, I kind of set out today with the intent of this video to be talking about my A7 some more and maybe using vintage lenses on it and stuff, but it's kind of turned a little bit more into long exposure kind of deal, just based off of what I was trying to do. So it's kind of the idea I had. I wanted to get out with some water and rivers and nail some long exposures and see what came out of it. But man, yeah, I did get some talking points in there on the A7, which is good. And the weather, I guess, just not complying for everything I wanted to do. So I didn't get to the vintage lenses today, so maybe that'll be a future video. The cool thing though with everything was we did get some cool long exposures and finished up a roll of Kodak T-Max 400 in the Yashica matte. So hopefully that will be pretty cool. Might do a video to unveil those negatives when they come in. I've also got a roll of Victar 100 from over to Arkansas, so that might be pretty cool if I do a reveal video on both of those. We're headed home now to do the edits and see what we got out of that. So with the A7, like I said, I like using the vintage lenses. My kit lens is even pretty sweet. I like playing with it, the 2870 OSS. Which has been really cool. Like I said, it's working out pretty well. I kind of bought it on a whim, like I said, used from KEH just to see. And I like it. I wish I could afford the 2470 2.8, but man, that it's up there. I really like the EVF. The mirrorless format's nice. Its form factor is almost like an old 35mm SLR as far as just size and operation and the way it carries. I really do like that about it as well. The things I don't like about it, it's the same thing everybody else doesn't like about it, it's battery life. It's not too bad when you're just out and about shooting like this and doing landscapes and doing little trips and things. I've got 3 batteries for it. I can get through that kind of stuff fine. Shot a wedding as a favor to a friend. I got the photos of the kiss, thank goodness. Shot I had like 20% battery life left. They started walking down and the battery was just done. And I was going to switch from my Minolta 135 2.8 to the Auto China 50. And instead of that, I was switching batteries because the battery kind of, whoops, you guys took off on me. The battery kind of ruined my plan there. So that was very inopportune time for a battery to go dead and have to switch. So that's the bad thing. If you're shooting super important stuff, the battery's kind of hard to trust. And that's the other thing too. I personally haven't had an issue with it, and I hope I never do. But it's single card slot for So if you're shooting weddings and other important things like that, then you get one card. So I'm back home now, and the wife got off work and she's home early, and Chap is super excited, our old English bulldog.
Ready?
Good job, Chap. Good job. So guys, it's the next day and we've got home and everything. I got home, I ate my dinner, did all the edits. I've got all the video edited up to this point already, and just been working hard on getting this all ready so I could get it posted, share it with y'all. So I had a lot of keepers, I had some trash photos. So I put a couple of the keepers in the video earlier just to show you kind of what we accomplished today and all that kind of fun stuff. Hopefully I got enough across on the A7 for you. I know I went off on a lot of tangents here and there, so I guess that's what vlogs are for anyway, right? So anyhow, this is my first vlog. It's new to me. I've got a huge learning curve ahead of me. I'm still learning a lot about video edits and things like that. Photography is kind of my main thing, so hopefully these will continue to get better with age, like a fine wine or something like that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If there's things that you like that I did in this vlog or things that you don't like, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out these other videos of mine. And we'll see you next time. Thank you guys.